me turn the light on as I go live. There we go. Gotta have some lights. As we're waiting on everyone to get here, we are live. Western is beating Sam Houston 20-10 at halftime. Let me step back where you can see me. Western's winning. Kansas is beating the crap out of Fresno State. We got a few games on. We'll wait for some people to get here. Zero people. Oh, one person. Welcome, one person. I think I got my mic on. I'm sitting here looking at scores. Western. All right, maybe Western can win this game. They are covering the spread. Well, not if you got it at 10.5, but 20-10 at half, Western. All right, 2 people are in. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on in the house. We're just now getting started. We got a lot to cover. Yep. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Oh, AFIO's here. What's up, man? Cats. Yeah, I'm looking at Western Kentucky's win at halftime, 20-10 over Sam Houston. So my friends in Bowling Green are going to that game. So they're there right now. And there's some Iowa State and Kansas State played in Ireland or somewhere, and Iowa State beat Kansas State. So a couple games today, but we need to worry about our game. And we'll talk about that because I listened to a podcast of their offensive coordinator / offensive line coach. He gave away some stuff of what they're going to do. So we'll wait till a few more people come in and we'll talk about Toledo because I got a little bit of information from their offensive line coach. So I did a little research, not just guessing. At least I'm trying not to guess. What's going on, AFIO? Who else is in the house? Hey, 4 people. Thanks for the thumbs. Oh, 3 people. 1 person left. That's okay. Come on back. We'll wait for some people to get in here. I'm just sitting over here looking over scores. Kansas is just beating the crap out of Fresno State, 31-7 in the third quarter. Troy, what's up, Troy? Have Iowa State, Kansas, Western, and Stanford. Well, on your man, that's a parlay right there. So yeah, you're going to win the Western one for sure. Stanford is up 13-7 on Hawaii. So yeah, you're winning. AFIO line coach or our coach, Toledo's coach, O-line coach. He's also co-offensive coordinator. So yeah, we'll get a few people in here. He was talking about how they need to run the ball. They were not pleased, which is why they got Chip Trainum and some other guy from another school, smaller school, and they want to run the ball. So I found that interesting that they were not pleased because they didn't run the ball very well last year. So they are going to try to run the ball on us. And so we'll talk about their offensive line. He said some stuff about their offensive line. Yeah, they're a work in progress. So hopefully we can not let them play well the first week. So yeah. Oh, what's up, True Blue? Hey, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Come on in the house. Yeah, we're going to talk about Toledo here. Everybody's coming in. I sitting here looking at scores, as I said. Trey, you might win your parlay there because you've got both Stanford and Western are winning right now. So, and yeah, you took Kansas. Well, good. Good. I'm not sure about UNLV. Oh, UNLV. Oh, they won 38-30. Yeah, so you're going to win that. So you're going to win some money. You already got that. Tarleton beat Portland State 42-0. So that's where Bo Allen played for a year, Tarleton. So, are you a firefighter? Yes, I'm a firefighter at an airport. I do crash fire rescue my whole career. I was in the Air Force and I work at the airport here in Evansville, Indiana. So we do medical, fire, security, just around the airport, whatever is needed. A lot of medical runs. We got some escalators and people don't know how to use escalators. Fall going up the escalator. I don't know what that's all about. It's a new phenomenon. But yes, I do the 24-hour shift thing. So yes, I'm now off for a couple days. I came off my rotation. I'm off for a couple. Then I go back. AFIO Chip's going to come back to the bluegrass. Well, yeah, he's gonna have something to prove. Obviously, he wants to do well, but they did stress that they are going to try and run the ball. So um, since we got six people in here, I'll just tell you. So I listened to a podcast of the Toledo's offensive line coach, co-offensive coordinator, who also calls plays. So their line is, new. They got a bunch of new players, so they worked on spacing. When you run in the shotgun, you run the air raid. You got to space out your offensive line. So they're working on spreading out and they're spacing, which is, you know, and then of course they were talking about they don't throw long. They throw short, intermediate passes, and we expect number two wide receiver Vandross, or they don't have a tight end to throw to. They had a really good one, but they throw shorter, intermediate passes, and that's their run game as opposed to our pass game. So they want to get people out in space and get them open. So we have to tackle well in this game. And Gleason's going to run, which we already knew that. He's talked about that. So yeah, Gleason will take off running if everybody's covered. And so yeah, we'll have to have a spy. Like I said, Brad White knows all this stuff, so it's nothing new. Uh, it'll be our style of play versus their style of play, as Rick Pitino used to astutely say. Whose style of play will run out? We'll talk about a KSR. They had a good article today. 7 reasons why you should be excited about football. They came up with 7 good reasons. We'll talk about that too. But yes, and of course, yeah, a couple games today. Anybody know where did they play the Iowa State game at? Kansas State game, was it in Ireland or something? Wherever it was at, it was raining and a muddy field, and yeah, it was sloppy, 7-7 at the half, and Uncle Lou was complaining, but it turned out to be a good game. Ireland, okay, I thought so, yeah. And look, to be honest with you guys, nobody in Europe cares about football, American football. They all like soccer because they can get drunk and fight. And look, no offense, soccer bores me to tears. I'm not a soccer fan. So yes, but it was. I mean, there were a lot of people there. But so yes. Oh, who's there? Bryce, what's up? The Bryce is right. Hit 3 for 350 on Iowa State. Wow. Okay. Wow. So they got 350 on them. See, that's what we got. We cannot let Toledo get, 350, 400 yards on us. We need to keep that score down and run that clock and keep those guys off the field. Um, their coach, Candle, is probably the best coach in the MAC. So, this is not going to be an easy game, and it won't be a blowout. I do not think. We got 10 people. Hey, I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, hey, shout out your school. I think I'm going to sit down. I've been standing up long enough. I was looking at scores here. Let's adjust our camera. Let's sit down. All right. Let's sit down. Sit my old butt down. So, yeah, looks like Western Kentucky's winning at the half, 20-10 over Sam Houston. I think it started out at 10.5, so I did not bet that. If you bet, and they're up by 10, and there's some other games going on, but Kansas is beating the crap out of Fresno State 31-7 in the third quarter. So, I didn't bet on, don't bet on stuff the first week is what I learned about betting. AFO. If I ever visit Ireland, it won't be to see American football. No, people golf. All my friends that golf go there, and that's a big golf place. And you know, I'm not fans of I don't. England doesn't thrill me. Ireland. I mean, to be honest with you, Europe doesn't thrill me these days. So yeah, okay, we got 10 people in here. So you know what? KSR put on a really good article. We're going to talk about it. 7 reasons to believe in Kentucky football. Oh, WKU, yeah, 20-10. Hopefully they can win that game. Okay, so the 7 good things about Kentucky football. Run the damn ball is back. Yes, when we ran the ball for 200 yards a game, we averaged 7 wins a year. That's what it says in this first little paragraph here. Bush Hamden, number 2. Bush Hamden might have the right offense in place. Well, who told you that? I told you that. I mean, yeah, he's got his right people. So I like that. So running, Kentucky is healthy. No one's hurt. The kicker has a big leg. Now, I've been hearing this about our kicker, but look, man, it's practice. You can hit threes in practice. You can hit field goal. Do it in a game. Kentucky players have something to prove. We know that. Mark Stoops is a great underdog. Yes. Yes. Bet on the defense. So Brad White likes the defense. So yeah, 7 good reasons. We run the ball. Butch Hamden, Brad White, Kentucky's healthy. Kicker's got a big leg. Everybody has something to prove. That's 6. I'm not counting and 7. Mark Stoops is a great underdog. So that is a good story on KSR that I liked. And that is by Nick Roush. Now, Nick Roush was on another podcast. I forgot what team it was, South Carolina or somebody. Nick Roush disappointed me. He thinks this is the year before the year Stoops get fired, which I don't know why he would say something like that. And I didn't listen to the whole conversation because once somebody starts talking like that, I just immediately click off of that. Dude, we mean the year before the year. Just hold on a second. People got Stoops fired. Right now. Like, damn, can we play the season out? Jesus. You know. Stoops best season, Stern from underdog mentality. Yes. Yeah. I think there's some people figuring out that we're going to be good, that we're going to be decent. You're not going to just walk in and run over us like last year. We can't quit, obviously. I was talking about Vanderbilt today. I just did Diego Pavia, and I got Vanderbilt tomorrow. And the reason Vanderbilt, look, they didn't have better players than what we had, but they fought like hell. That's why I say in my video, that's why they won 7 games, because they fought, whereas we just gave up. So we just gave our season up, and you got to fight when you're a team like Vanderbilt, Kentucky, South Carolina. You got to fight. Missouri, fight. You can't go up against teams like Georgia, Texas, and and just half go in there thinking you're gonna just, you got to be on your A game. Um, that was a good article by KSR. Let's see, guys. Matt Jones. If you didn't see I put out a post. Matt Jones reported that our 3 pod teams. So in the pod, you get 1 good team, 1 middle team, 1 bad team. We're going to have Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi State. That's the rumor. And if it came from Matt Jones, it probably came from the athletic department. So, yeah, it looks like that's going to be our permanent 3 teams. I'll take that. I mean, look, South Carolina, Mississippi State, we, year in, year out, we can do okay against them. So that will be supposedly our pod, which will start next year. And we will keep the Louisville game. I kept saying we weren't, but then it came on. Yes, we are going to keep the Louisville game. So in the years we play 5, 6, in the years we have 4 SEC home games instead of, because when we play 9, we'll do 5 and 4. Louisville's going to play us at Lexington to stay on that rotation. But the SEC wants you to play 1 rival game. So yes, Bryce is right. Kentucky football photographers are posting a lot of pics of Cutter and Cal, and not me. Look, Calzada's just being quiet. Bryce, look, Calzada's going to start. He's going to run the offense. I think they're doing it on purpose. They don't want you to see him throw, and I don't blame them. Okay, like in Georgia, Georgia was saying, Randy from that F and Dogs podcast, you can't go watch a Georgia practice. Our practices are open, so I think that's by design that you're not seeing Calzada. Trey, schedule is going to be brutal. 9 SEC games down Louisville. That's going to be only 2 easy games. AFIO. I hadn't heard 3 teams. Yep. UT. Well, every other year you'll play UT. So it's 12 teams left. You'll play 6 one year and then 6 the next. So you'll hit everybody every other year. And yes, Texas A&M will come to Kentucky. Texas A&M has been in the league since 2012, and there's lots of places they haven't played. So now everybody will rotate through the other 12 teams. So every other year we'll play Tennessee. That's how that works. So it actually works out well. But yeah, Bryce is right. I really think Calzada, trust me, the offense we're going to run, he's laying low. I think it's by design. You're not seeing Seth McGowan. You're not seeing Dante Dowdle either. So they're resting those people is what they're doing. They don't want to get them hurt or hit, and I don't blame them. So hopefully that is by design. Yeah. We'll see. All this talk about not playing 2 quarterbacks. I mean, let's just see. We got 15 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome. Next week, we'll do the first game right here. Pre-game is at 11 a.m., noon Eastern. Okay, 11 a.m. Central. I'm going to get off of a 24-hour shift, caffeinate myself up because I normally come home and take a little nap, you guys, but ain't gonna be no napping next Saturday. I'm gonna caffeinate myself up, put this microphone on, and talk for 5 hours. We're gonna do a pregame, we're gonna do the game, we're gonna do a postgame. Yeah, we're not waiting on the Kentucky Radio Network hour and a half to blabber to listen to Stoops come on. We'll just do our own. But yeah, this is the game. This is the most important game of the year, guys. We can't start off on the wrong foot. Yeah, so we shall see. 13 people. All right. Well, come on in, everybody. If you're from another school, we'll take Louisville, Toledo fans. If there's any Toledo, we've had a couple. We had a Mac person in here the other night, and I enjoyed that. I've talked to a couple Toledo people. We respect Toledo because they are good. Like I said, this is the one quarterback that worries me a little bit. Yeah. So if you just came in, I listened to a podcast with their offensive line coach, and he's also the co-offensive coordinator, and he calls some plays. They are on defense. They were not talking very well about the defense, which good. They're thin on linebacker. They're thin on defensive line. Good. I got a lot of new people. Yeah, offensive line. They've been working on that. They were talking about spacing. He was talking about we're working on spacing out that when you do the shotgun, you space it out. So they're going to run these little, they're not going to go long. They're going to go for 5 to 15 yard routes, and they're going to try to get people open in space and, take the ball down the field. That's what they're good at. And if everybody's covered, Gleason's going to run, and that's their offense. It'll be their offense versus our offense, and whichever defense can stop that other offense. And I have faith in our defense. We just have to tackle well and don't blow any coverages. That's it. Uh, so because they want you, it's the air raid. They don't care if you rush because he's already in the shotgun. He's already if he fades back 3 steps. I mean, look, I'm sure Brad White will have some schemes in mind. We could actually play a 3-4 on this. So I'll be interested to see if we play a 4-3 or a 3-4 because you might as well stand Cam Olds up and play a 3-4 because they got so many people out and the tight end goes out. So yeah, we'll see how. Be interested to see how we play them on defense. Not that I'm a defensive mind guru. I'm just a fan, but uh, all right. So what do you got? I mean, I talked about our pod. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Sports Nation. If you're Kentucky Football Nation, excuse me. I know why I said sports. 14 people I'm looking up here. Hey, welcome, Kentucky Football Nation. Tom, first game. We talked about it. Is anybody going to come watch the game with me, or am I going to be watching it by myself? I'll watch whoever comes in here. I know who's going to be at the game. Trey, you're going to be at the game, right? So you will have a better seat. I was talking to, we had a Toledo fan in here that's sitting behind the bench last time we were in here on, what is today, Saturday. We were in here Thursday. Yeah. So he's going to be sitting behind the Toledo bench. And so I think that game will probably be a sellout or close to it. I am hoping. Um, but anyway, yes, it's hey, uh, I think it's going to be a quiet week. Blake Cummings, I'll be there. I'll be in there. You'll be there. Okay, good, Blake. Yeah, get on your phone and say something. Get in the chat and say something real quick. Let me know. Let me know if it's full. That's I think as the when the game gets started, I think everybody will get in there and you know, Trey, yes, sir. Section 226. Okay, is that real high up, Trey? Yeah, I didn't. I haven't been there in a lot of years, but I sat too far. I sat too far away. I didn't have good seats. Uh, so I hope 226 is lower, a little lower. But hey, anywhere is better than watching at home. But oh, up by the 50. Wow, man. All right. Well, good. Yeah, if you're at the 50, then you can sit. I'd rather sit higher up if I was at the 50, so I can see everything. But no, I'm excited. We're gonna, like I said, you're not gonna see much of this. You haven't seen much of Calzada, Dowdell, McGowan. They're just letting these people rest. Yeah, I'm sure this week, Brad White's already started Toledo, so he's already scheming for Toledo, which is smart because we need to be ready. If you're new, if you're just getting in here, if you're just getting in here, Toledo's offensive line coach said they want to run the ball with train them, and they have another back from another smaller school. So they want to run. They were not happy with their run game last year because their run game was awful last year, and they want to establish the run. So there you go. They're going to do a little bit of everything. So we just got to get after them. AFIO, I'm excited for UK watch parties. Yes, since I found one for Tennessee Titans. Well, we're going to do one here. So I decided, you know what? Why am I going to sit here and watch the game by myself? I'll just, I'll sit here, but we'll chat stream it and we'll be talking about it. And so, hey, come in here. I got a little preview video Monday. I'll do a, and then I have a short later in the week, and we'll see who wants to come in here. There's 10 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Um, so yeah, we'll watch the game right here. We'll start at 11 noon Eastern, and we'll do a little pregame show. Let's just get this thing started. Oh, it's been years since you wished for football. Yeah, I mean, after that crappy year, I wanted to get it started. That was a bad year. You want to get that taste out of your mouth, like in basketball. When Pope came in, same thing, man. You want to get that first. When we beat Duke and we started off winning, that was great. So yeah, I mean, we need to get 6 wins. 6, 7 wins. We need to. We can. Auburn, man, the news out of Auburn is, ooh, it's sounding bad. So I know my man on the SEC, Paul Feinbaum, loves Auburn. He was getting on to some people for bad mouthing their coach, but hey, man, it is what it is. He thinks Jackson Arnold is you know, the next SEC, MVP quarterback. I'm thinking, dude, what film are you looking at? Oklahoma left. He got rid of Oklahoma. Oklahoma got rid of him for a reason if he was so good. But Paul Feinbaum, man, has a Alabama and Auburn. And that's in Tennessee. That's his teams. Yeah. So I didn't listen to too much of that because I don't care if he's mad or not. Trey, Mark Stoops usually tries to get through the first game without showing much. Yeah. Well, he may. Well, I mean, yes. I don't know about that. Just this game, we're going to have to show everything because these guys are good. I don't know if we can hold them to. They're supposed to score 19 and a half, 20 points. I think that's what it says on the line right now. I think they'll get 21 on us. So we need to. Yeah, we don't need to be letting them get 28. You get up to 30's the danger zone. You don't want them getting 28, 30 points on you. Even though I think we'll be able to run all over them, you just don't want to get in a score match with them. Just control the ball, wear their ass down, because I heard their linebackers are awful and good, and their defensive line is inexperienced, good, a little inexperienced. So, yeah, our offensive line outweighs their defensive line. Uh, so we'll see. I mean, we just need to make a statement. Is what we need to do. That hey, that last year was just a blip on the radar, and we changed everything. Uh, so many people want to see us lose this first game, guys. If you go around on the on YouTube and watch other podcasts, oh, they want us to lose so bad. Oh man, they want us so bad. They're hoping and praying we lose that first game so they can get Stoops out of here. They're talking about, oh, what's his name going to Auburn? Damn, the guy that the Kentucky guy that Tulane. I forget their coach. I did a video about him. John Summerall. Yeah, they're talking about John Summerall going to Auburn. Okay, we'll go to Auburn. And get tired of hearing about him. It feels a little bit disrespectful to with UK upset week 1 picks and the betting line dropping. Well, the betting line dropping, that's Vegas sucker betting you. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we're going to drop the line. Everybody started betting money and they dropped that line because they want you to bet that line. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I think it's about hopefully a 9-point game. I think 9 or 10 point game with me is fine. I say 31-21, 34-24. We are not going to be able to stop them from scoring. We're not going to shut them out or hold them to, under. I don't see us holding them to under 17 because they're just that guy is too good. And but maybe he'll get tired of getting hit. Trey says hammering Kentucky's 7. Yeah, I already bet the 7.5. Yeah, I mean I bet it when it was 12. And then went down to 10. I bet it, and then it went 8.5. I just keep betting it. Yep. We should win this. I mean, 7.5. Come on, this doesn't need to be a close game. Now they had some bad games last year. Their offensive coordinator was talking about they did have some duds last year, and so hopefully they will have a dud against us because that offense we should be able to stop that offense. They got one really good receiver and train them, and yeah, so they got some good players. But that line, talking about that line trying to gel. I mean, we just need to hammer their offensive line because they're trying to put it together. Maybe we can just keep hammering them. All right, we got 13 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome. We're going to watch the game right here next Saturday. Well, pregame starts at 11 a.m. noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, and we will do a little our own little pregame show. So yes, I will get caffeinated up for that show, and we will watch the game. AFO, you seem quiet on Bush Hamden. Yep. I don't know if he's well. That I don't know. AFO is Bush Hamden a better offensive coordinator than Brad White's a defense coordinator? I don't know yet. We'll see. I think he can be. I mean, look, he was good at Boise State, and they bring that up in this article. At least Nick Roush had sense enough to look at his past. Look, he did, you know, the places he's been a lot of places. He was 1 year Atlanta Falcons head quarterback coach 1 year. He's been in a couple SEC schools. So yeah, if we can run this offense the way it's designed to run, now we have the pieces. We should do well. Is he better than Brad White? I don't know. We'll see. Uh, Brad White disappointed. Sometimes Brad White disappoints me in that our back end leaves people uncovered, and I don't see that a lot on other teams. Not covering the receiver, a guy runs and he's wide open. Yeah, I don't want to see that this year. If I could talk to him and I can't, I would say, hey, dude, I know our back end's strong, but could we cover all the receivers? Yeah, because I'm getting tired of watching film and going, damn, nobody even covered that guy. Well, yeah, we could hit somebody maybe if nobody covered him. So yeah, this guy Gleason, boy, you better cover all the receivers, or he will find them because he is good. He's going to be playing on Sunday, I do believe, and he's going to get drafted in the NFL. So although he will have trouble working because out of the shotgun all the time, they don't do that in the NFL. If you don't go under center, that's what Tim Couch struggled for all you older guys when he got to Cleveland. He wasn't used to being under center, and it took him some time. If you don't get to talk to Brad White, oh, if you get to talk, or if you don't, tell him to avoid the prevent defense. Hopefully, he knows that. Yeah, because this guy, I mean, the air raid is made for the prevent defense. They they want to throw it 5 yards. So yeah, if you sit, we can't play that. Surely he knows that. I would think that would not work against the offense that we're going to see. You got to get up and pressure them and keep playing the whole game. Um, so I hope we get the ball first, and I hope we score first. So we shall see. I think Calzada is going to surprise some people. I mean, I've heard a few things. I know they're not. They're letting Cutter Bowley. They're letting Patterson run. Like I said, they don't want to get Calzada hurt. They don't want to get McGowan hurt or Dowdell. So they're not playing any of those guys. And I don't blame them. It's like the preseason in NFL guys. You're seeing the second string quarterback in NFL, third string. You go, damn, well, that guy's pretty good. But when the season starts, you know, it's going to be, yeah, Lamar Jackson and the starting quarterbacks. And so AFO, I meant in general on defense, late game with half. Oh, 2 minute drills. We've been shredded. Oh, well, dude, if you're talking about 2 minute drill, yes, we have been shredded, AFO, and that's what I said. Lenore Sellers shredded us. When I went back and watched that film, I was like, man, did we cover anybody? I mean, concentrate. A lot of playing. I'm sure any position, but man, when you're back there and on defense and defensive backfield, you got to concentrate. And if you don't do film study, I would imagine you're going to have a long day. So yes, uh, spread offenses. That's what we're seeing. So, all right, we got 13 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We've already been going for 30 minutes. Wow. Let's check that Western score. What's the score of the Western game? Western, show me the game. It doesn't want to show me the game. Oh, Western 27-24 over Sam Houston. Sam Houston has the ball. They have a new coach. Their coach was so good. He brought that team. I mean, they were awful. And then he had one good year. And then he got out of there. I forgot where he went. So they have a new coach. Western's in a dogfight, 27-24 in the third quarter. Sam Houston has the ball on their own 36. Well, Trey, you had Western. Well, hopefully they'll hold up for you there. They are at home. Man, that's a high scoring game. Wow. Uh, Western has 19 first downs. Sam Houston has 8, and they're only 3 points. Sounds like us last year. Third down, Sam Houston, 1 of 7. Western must have made some turnovers here. That's what happened. Oh, Sam Houston's rushing for 150 some yards. Okay. Well, look, I still like Western in this game. No. Oh, Western has had 2 turnovers. Well, 2 turnovers. That's what will lose us the Toledo game, guys, is if we turn the ball over and we keep giving Tucker Gleason that ball back, guess what's going to happen? That's how they beat Pitt in that bowl game. That's how they won a couple of games. We do not need to just keep giving them the ball. So, yeah, Kansas is still winning, and Stanford is now losing at the half 14-13. Trey, well, I hope you didn't bet a lot of money. Maybe they'll come through for you. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. Hey, if you're new here, hey, please if you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe to my channel. Once I get to 500, and I'm getting close, I'm at like 420, 415, something. I need to get up to 500, yes, and we'll be able to do more. But my schedule's showing me, other than the South Carolina game, every game we're going to do. So, and we'll do some basketball when basketball starts, but we're primarily a football channel. But yes, if you didn't hear, Iowa State beat Kansas State. They were both ranked. Kansas State was 17, Iowa State was 22. That's close. So we'll keep an eye on this Western game as we're talking. Oh, Sam Houston. Well, they're almost at midfield. We'll see what happens. It's on CBS. No, I was looking for the Western game on TV. It's on CBS Sports Network. I'm not paying for all that crap. Anyway. All right. All right, AFIO, what's on your mind? Anybody else? Chime in here. We are 1 week away. We will this time next week, 8:30 at night. We'll know by about 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock, how good a team we got. Yes, Kentucky Blue Balls. Yeah, I'm familiar. Comment on YouTube name, his video the other day. Yeah, not a big fan. Not a big fan. That's all I'll say. Look, he has a channel. He's a fan. Uh, not a fan. Not a fan. Uh, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of people that have channels, but hey, he tries, so I'm not gonna say anything negative. Not my style, not what I would do if I get on here. Yeah, but I'm different. So everybody's different. Everybody has their own way of doing this. He's had a channel a lot longer than I have, so I just chose to do things differently. Believe me, I try to know what I'm talking about, and yeah, a little bit. Although occasionally someone will tell me on one of my videos, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, well, dude, look, I'm just looking at the numbers. Uh, I did get a Vanderbilt fan telling me that we're not going to beat them, which is what he should say, but that's all right. If I was Vanderbilt, I'd say that too. But I was very nice on the Diego Pavia video. I just put out a video on watching film on Diego Pavia. Man, that guy is good. Man, that guy is good. I knew he was good in New Mexico State because I won money off of him. But man, he's hard to. I mean, he just knows when to run, and he's just he only threw 4 picks the whole year. You know. So yeah, Vanderbilt was no better than we were, but they fought like hell. That's what we did not do. We had to fight in these games. If that's one thing, man, I want to see is some fight. Come on. I mean, uh, look like you want to be out there, you know. People pay a lot of money and they don't want to see, we need to win a home game. And so we need to win the SEC home game, but we need to win at home. I don't know what the deal is. Of course, the last 3 years, I think if you watch the last live, in the last 3 seasons, we have thrown the most interceptions, 48 in 3 years. So yeah, Calzada's not going to be standing back there. This is the offense that we're going to run. He's not going to be throwing a lot of picks, and he's not going to be running around the backfield like if you watch my Pitt video on Toledo and Pitt's bowl game. Yeah, we're not doing that. So I have faith that our offense will work. AFO, you say football, not many folks talk about compared to basketball or basketball. Yeah, I'm even. I mean, I like basketball and football, 50-50. Uh, but I like football just as much as I'm as passionate. Most people are not passionate about football because we don't win at football. It's easy to be passionate about basketball. We're good a lot of the time. Well, that doesn't take any effort. Hey, but then they don't want to be. I'm also equally passionate about football. So yes, most people are not. They could not tell you the average Kentucky fan. They could tell you the basketball, a couple basketball players, but if you tell them to name three football players, they couldn't name three football players. Uh, so no, I'm just trying to get people interested in football. Hey, let's have somebody on the YouTube that wants to talk about Kentucky football. We will fill the void here, all of us. There's 13 of us in here. I don't care how many there is. We're going to watch the game and we're going to talk about it. So if there's only 15 of us, then it'll just be 15 of us. That's fine with me. We'll take whoever wants to come. Whoever wants to come. We're down to 10. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We've been on 36 minutes. We're all sitting here talking about our pod. If you just came in, our pod, Matt Jones is saying it's going to be Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi State. We will play them every year, and every year we will rotate the other 6 teams. So every other year we'll play Tennessee. Every other year we'll play Texas A&M, and they will come here. So it's a nice rotation. I hope that is true because I would like to have Mississippi State. They tried to give everybody a strong team, a middle of the road team, and a weaker team. We were in the weaker team pod, by the way. Yeah, Georgia gets us. Yeah, South Carolina gets us. So Trey, 50-50, how it should be. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, like I said, the easiest thing you can do is when somebody's basketball, we're going to win most of the time. I mean, you're going to be happy most of the time. Football is very challenging, and football is harder to know the stats on. How many players we got in basketball? 12. I mean, we're not running a lot of set. I mean, there's plays you run, but it's basketball. It's not like football. Football is like a chess game. Offense, defense, what kind of defense you in, what kind of offense you in. You know, it's much harder to do football, which is why people don't do it. Uh, but yes, I've seen some other channels, and I'm not going to judge other fan channels, but I did see some channels, and I said, I know I can do better than that. I know I can do better than that. And why no one's doing the game while we're playing, why no one's doing a chat, an interactive chat, I have no idea. But I said, okay, I'm going to do that. So yes, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, I know a little, I don't know a lot, but I am a big football fan anyway. So over the years, yes. So I played sports. So yeah, when you play a sport, then you like it. But when I was growing up, old school, baseball, football, basketball, that's all there was. Nobody played soccer in the 70s and early 80s. Well, soccer was just starting to get big because you can't get hurt playing soccer. So yeah, we don't want to play football. You got to be talented to play basketball. Trey, oh, you said 50-50, Trey. Yes. Yeah, you got to be talented. Basketball, every kid can't dribble, shoot. It's hard to dribble and shoot in basketball and baseball. Try and hit a baseball. Yeah. So, uh, but yes. So look, we got 11 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Toledo, guys, what's the score going to be? What do you think? Afield, did you say we're going to blow them out? I don't know. I hope we blow them out, but I don't know, man. Afield doing watch parties, like I said before, with the Titans. If you stick with it, yes. Yeah, I'll stick with it. And I like the Titans. Look, and Blue Balls is a Kentucky Titans fan. Excuse me, Tennessee Titans fan. Don't know why I said that. So yeah, I could see why you'd watch him. He's a big Titans fan. And look, he's good at what he does. You know, uh, so I can't give him any grief. But yeah, I don't have a pro team, as someone asked me. I don't have an NFL team that I am committed to watch. I just play fantasy football. So yeah, so I'm just watching. I just want my players to score, and then yeah, I need to win fantasy football. But no, we'll probably do a live Thursday, guys, and then Saturday's the game. So we'll do one more live. We'll do one like Thursday night. What the heck? And so I have Vanderbilt tomorrow. Then I'll do Miller Moss of Louisville, and you can watch Miller Moss now. He's a good quarterback. He throws picks, but he has an arm, has a strong arm. And then I'll do the Louisville game. And I did these weeks ago. So if you hear something that's old, Trey, I played basketball from kindergarten. Yeah, in college. Wish I would have tried football because I loved it so much. Well, let me tell you what, dude. I did freshman football, and you know what? I was a little dude back then, defensive safety and wide receiver. And yeah, it's no fun getting hit. Uh, yeah, and it's no fun when you're getting the crap beat out of you by the other team. Uh, so there's no mercy rule in football. They might just run the ball and try to run the clock on you after they get up on you, but no, there's some coaches that want to keep running their offense. So yeah. Uh, But yes, football. Hey, we need to be good in football, guys. If you guys heard, to get that ninth game, we get $5 million. Each team gets $5 million. That's why Mitch Barnhart voted against it, but we got outvoted because it's $5 million for that one game per school. So, guys, we're gonna have plenty of money for football players. So I don't want to hear, people, they don't have money. Tennessee guy keeps saying that. Sports Talk J, which I like Sports Talk J, but dude, listen, we got money. It's just we need to figure out what we're going to do. Let Eddie Grand be the GM. And, you know, I like Eddie Grand. He's a nice, even kill guy. He's been a lot of places. So you got to believe in the system. Yeah. We need to try and keep Mark Stoops. I think that's the plan. I think Mitch Barnhart's pretty much said he's only going to do a few more years. But I know they were going to try everything they can to keep Mark Stoops. And I know that Nick Rouse said this is the year before the year he gets fired. And I was on listening to him on another pod. He was on somebody else's podcast saying that. And I'm like, dude, why are you on somebody's other podcast saying something like that? Even if you believe that, don't friggin' say it. Uh, so no, I don't think this is the year before the year. Uh, I mean, look, if we win 5, 6 games, and it's going to depend on how well we play. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but we need to play hard. All right, we got 9 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. It's Saturday night. I usually don't do Saturday night, guys, because I know most people are out on Saturday night. But I decided, hey, what the heck? I'll do one. True Blue Kentucky. What's up, brother? No, that's a big buyout, and I'd rather Mark walk than fire. Yes, I'd rather Mark walk than fire. Yeah, we owe him a lot. Look, I believe in what the SEC, Uncle Cousin Shane said. Take that $30 million buyout and buy the guy some football players and try to keep him. I mean, don't, yeah, buy this guy some players and maybe you don't have to fire him. Cousin Shane, I think that's his name, came up with one good point. I don't, those guys are homers for, the Good Old Boy Network, but they did bring up a good point. Uh, give him $30 million worth of players and you could probably keep him. AFO, do you have a favorite game stored in your memory bank? Florida, first W, 30 years, 7. Wow, AFO. I don't have a one favorite game stored in my memory on football. I have a lot of, you know, uh, a lot of games. The Alabama game, when we beat Alabama in '97, that comes up on the top of my head. How Mummy, because I thought Mummy was really good. True Blue Kentucky, we had 2 10-win seasons, right? Yeah, Kentucky fans can be goofy. Yes. Yeah, he's the winningest coach in our history, guys. I'm trying to think of who would we bring in here? If you go after another big name coach, you're going to have to pay him $30 million. And then if you go after somebody like Summerall or somebody that, Western, like Western's coach or somebody, uh, you know, once again, you're going to have to pay that whole staff and defense coordinator. So let's try and keep what we have because I think we have a good foundation with Stoops. I know people don't believe that, and it's not good. Not going to playoffs. The playoffs, mayoffs. I don't know if we'll ever go to the playoffs. To be honest. Well, if they expand to 16, we'll have a chance. But yeah, we need to try and keep them. Western game. What is the score? Western game 34-24. Western scored a touchdown. Okay. Western just went up 10. So that's good. True Blue Kentucky bringing in someone new. He'd still have to prove himself. Yeah. I mean, look, who you going to, I mean, you got John Gruden ain't coming here, by the way. That's just him talking. But yeah, if you bring in somebody like you'd have to pay him $30 million. There's no guarantee. I wouldn't bring in an NFL guy. I'd go get somebody as coordinator, you know, somebody. But let's hope we don't have to. I still don't think this is the year before the year. I don't know why Roush would say that, but I guess he's an insider, so he has more inside information than I do. But uh, yeah, I don't. I mean, let's just try to get some wins and Mark retire here. Yes, to True Blue Kentucky. You'd like to see Stoops retire. I would too. It can happen. Okay, it can happen. We're trying to get the people in places and get everything set. So AFO, Jim Mora scolding voice playoffs. Yeah, we'd be lucky to win a game. Yeah, Jim Mora. Yeah, I liked him. Man, he made the Saints into a winner back in the 80s and then a Colts. He couldn't make the Colts into a winner, but he's a good coach. Um, yeah, Jim Mora. Uh, a statue built. Trey says Mark Stoops, when he does leave, deserves a statue. He probably does deserve a statue. I don't know if they'll give him one. True Blue Kentucky, give Mark Pope money and see what he does with it. Well, Mark Pope's got plenty of money. So, yeah, we're about to be good in basketball. I'll just tell you right now. Let's do a little basketball preview with 13 people in here. Our point guard, Jalen Lowe, they were talking about him. He's good. Our starting five this year, we're good. I mean, we are really good in basketball. I'll tell you, always a monster. I mean, look, we're going to be good. But who's the guy? Who's our guy? Trent Noah. Yeah, Trent Noah. I couldn't think of Noah there for a second. Trent Noah is good. So we shall see. Brad Reading. Hey, Brad, how you doing, man? I don't know if you've been here before. It's nice to meet you. The Cats are going to surprise a lot of people this year. I think so. Yeah, if you're thinking of well, most people only giving us 3 wins. I mean, if we win 5 or 6, that's a surprise for me. Nice to see you, Brad. Hey guys, if you're here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel because I am getting close to 500 people. And please subscribe. Consider it. True Blue. If Stoops had the basketball money, he'd compete for SECs. Well, there's no more SECs, by the way. No more. No more. Don't mean to correct you there. It's just one league now. But yeah, I mean, look, I think Stoops will get the money now. We just got 5 million off of this ninth game. So yeah, I think the collective, the deal we signed with JMI Sports, we got money. True Blue Kentucky every year. Yes, Trey. Someone's arguing with me that Rich Brooks was better than Stoops. Based on what? I mean, he beat LSU, number one team, but no, he was not better than Stoops. If he was, he would still be. Well, he wouldn't have left when Joker Phillips and gave the job to Joker Phillips. Now Brooks was not better. I mean, he was good, but no, he didn't have the. But to be fair, that was a different time. It's hard to judge coaches in different decades. Yeah, you go back to the 90s and 80s, you can't judge the way things are. Addison Book, what's up, Addison? How you doing? Welcome. Famden was a good one today. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Farmageddon. Oh, you mean that one game? Yeah, I saw that. It was an exciting game. Well, it was sloppy. I will say that if you're talking about Iowa State, right? Uh, Sub up hit. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. You won't regret it. Oh, thank you. AFL's give me a shout out. Yeah, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. We're going to watch the Toledo game right here. As a matter of fact, 11 of the 12 games, we're going to do a live interactive chat during the game. I can't show the game, but we'll have it on and we'll be talking about it. I can tell you what's going on and we'll be chatting. So 11 of the 12 football games and any basketball game I can get, we will do right here. So 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern on Saturday. Come right here because we're going to do our own pregame show and we'll do a postgame show when it's over and we'll talk about it when it's over. So, man, I'm going to have to talk. I was telling my wife I'm going to have to talk for 5 hours, but that's fine. Well, I'll talk for 5 hours. Um, but yes, Addison, yes, Farmageddon, yes, that was. rainy, sloppy game. Uh, yes, I did not bet on that. Do not bet on college football the first week, guys, is what I learned a long time ago. Western, let's see what Western's doing. Western is up 34-24 uh, on Sam Houston at the end of the third quarter. So maybe Western can hold on and win that game. I like Western. Uh, Kansas is still killing. Yeah, so there's a couple games on. Addison, what do you think about Coach Corso last Saturday next weekend? I don't know what are you talking about, Addison? I didn't see game day last Saturday. Did he retire? Is he retiring? What did they have a little ceremony for him? Is that what you're talking about, Addison? Tell me about Corso. He coached at Louisville and Indiana, by the way. Did not know that, did you? Uh, Not great, but hey, he coached at several different places. So, uh, final episode. Oh man. Well, I liked him. I like him. What's up, King Mondo? Hey, hey. Oh, you're looking behind me? Yeah, you see that vinyl collection, don't you? Yes, I do. King Mondo. I have about 500, not big, 500 LPs and 500 45s. I'm a big 45 guy. 70s and 80s. I mean, that's my time, 70s and 80s. That's when I grew up. So yes, I have about 500 vinyl. Um, yes. Kiss. I have my most expensive record is promo record, their first record. Kiss records are worth money because the covers and all the stuff that came with them make Kiss albums worth money. And I have I think I have one of everything, at least one of everything they had. So, yes, but I listen to anything 70s and 80s. I stopped listening in about 2000. When we got to 2000, I was like, okay, I can't listen to this. And God forbid turning on the AI auto tune today. I can't listen to anything. But yes, thank you for noticing that. You notice I got a old record player back there. Uh, but I love vinyl. Yeah, I love music. I love sports. I do politics. I work on political campaigns. I've worked in both parties, and they're all the same. They all suck. We won't go into that. Everybody gets money from the same people. So I did politics. I'm kind of retired from that, but uh, yeah. So I've done a little bit of everything. Did videos. I did professional videos for firefighting training center. So I've done a little bit of everything. Kiss Hotter Than Hell album today. Oh, yeah, that's a good cover right there. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're talking music though. We talk everything here. Yeah, Hotter Than Hell. That's a good one. It's worth some money too if you get the early green label, Casablanca Records. All right, Trey. Do you still take the every year to stay a firefighter? Uh, what's the CPAT? Tell me what you're talking about when you say CPAT. Trey, what are you talking about? I'm a little different because we are governed as an airport by the FAA, not IFSTA or NFPA. I was on the NFPA board for aviation. I did that. I did aviation stuff. I was on a high level board for aviation. Yeah, I did training videos. Well, I can talk on camera. I love the camera. I love talking. I can turn on and just go. Just give me some notes and I can go. But no, to see when you say CPAT, tell me, I'm probably not whatever you're talking about. We have to do a training fire, and they have to look over our training program. That's mandatory every year. You have to do training fires. So yes, that's for aviation, crash fire rescue. Uh, that's what they require you to do, and they pull a little time requirement drill called the 3 minute drill. Now I'm going to bore some people. 3 minutes to get to the midpoint of the farthest runway. They just call out the runway and they hit the stopwatch, and you better be there in 3 minutes. That's aviation crash fire rescue. So yeah, uh, different kind of job working at an airport. But yes, okay. Kentucky Football Nation. I'm Tom. We got 11 people. First game is coming up, Toledo. So we need to win that game. As I said, I was listening to their offensive coordinator, offensive line coach, and their offensive line is trying to gel. And I hope that we take advantage of them. So they are gonna, they're working on basic air raid stuff, guys. For those of you that are older, they run the a version of the Hal Mummy basic air raid offense. Trey stands for. Oh, the candidate. No, we do not have to take a physical agility test every year. We have to do this thing where we put our air mask on. In fact, I got to do this next week. You got to blow into the. You got to like hold your breath and blow into this tube. And man, when you get older, I mean, I'm not about to pass out, but man, you got to put your air mask on and blow into this tube, and it make sure that you can have enough air in your lungs. But no, we don't do a physical agility test every year. It's different depending on what department you're in. Older guys, look, when you get older and you get higher in rank, they don't mess with you probably physically because they know we don't. It's like we don't want to hurt this guy because if I have to do a physical agility test, I can do it, but yeah, getting older. You know, the first part you get. Stare. Oh no, there's nothing we do like that other than called a fit test, which is with your air mask. We do that, and that's blowing out. And yeah, you better have good lungs to do that, or you'll pass out. So I got to do that this week. As a matter, you talked about that. I'm like, okay, yeah, don't pass out. All right, we got 9 people. This is Kentucky Football Nation. I'm Tom. We got 8 people. So hey, whatever you guys want to talk about, um, you know, uh, first game, then we'll worry about that second game. We'll get to Ole Miss, and we'll worry about Ole Miss when we after this first game. We just got to get this first one, and then hopefully we can get some momentum and get rolling. And so we shall see what we can do. 6 wins. I mean, we need to get 6. I know we can get 5. I already bet over 4. Now. A lot of people have been betting over 4. Drew Franklin. I bet over 4. Is Kiss your favorite band, AFIO? One of them. One of them. I have a couple of favorite bands. I like a little bit of everything. I can't do country, and I can't do rap. Okay, so that's probably like country. No, I'm in Kentucky now. I like new wave stuff, man. I like the Police. Huge Police fan. Hall and Oates. Yeah, I like Kiss. I like Motley Crue. You know that stuff. I grew up with all AC/DC and all that stuff. Mid '70s or late, 80s there. I like a little whatever was on MTV is what I was listening to. And when MTV came out, I thought, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. Now we're gonna lose people. That's all right, guys. Nobody wants to come in and talk about MTV. That's okay. We like MTV, man. Go back and watch some music videos. Uh, all right, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We got some people drop out. They probably came in here and go, they're not talking about Toledo. They're talking about Kiss. Now I do like Kiss. Yep. Uh, they stayed around. They stayed around a little bit too long. AFIO. I saw Kiss in Louisville on this last tour, and Paul Stanley was lip syncing to backing tracks. My daughter didn't know that, but I knew it, and I didn't like it. I don't like people doing backing tracks. Sing the damn song. I paid a lot of money for this. Dad, Van Halen. Yeah, I like Van Halen. I saw them when they played here. Oh man, 80s, early 80s, 83. I mean, yeah, those were when David Lee Roth. I never saw Sammy Hagar, which I like Sammy Hagar, but David Lee Roth they were on that night when I saw them. So, yes, Van Halen. Um, but no, guys, we've been on an hour. Man, that hour went by quick. So I'm gonna stay on at least another half hour, and and we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you go on these other football podcasts, dude, they're serious football stats. And look, we all know who our players are, but now we went over it. Our offensive line is going to be good. Our running game is going to be good. Our quarterback's going to be fine. We got a good, solid team. So we should be in games. And that's the deal. Aerosmith. Yeah, Aerosmith. I'm not a big Aerosmith fan. Steven Tyler, they just never did it for me. I mean, wasn't a huge Aerosmith fan. The guy comes off as a smart ass. I don't know if you've heard about him in real life, as we'll talk about this real quick. He used to not let people have sound checks and stuff. So he was an asshole to other people. And yeah, don't do that. He pissed off Rush. I like Rush. Earlier, yes, early was good. Yeah, like the first 3 or 4 albums. Yes, yes, yes. So yes. All right, guys. Yes, we will talk about. Well, let's talk. There's not really any news. I was talking about that KSR article when they were saying about the 7 things we need to do to have a good team. Incarnate Word lost today. Oh, Deuce Hogan. Okay, now Trey's talking Toys in the Attic, Dad. Yeah, that was the album. Trey, yeah, I saw that. I didn't know that Deuce Hogan was the quarterback. They got beat pretty bad, right? It was 20-6 or whatever. Uh, let's check that Western game. Western is up 34-24 in the fourth quarter, and Sam Houston State has the ball at midfield, so hopefully they can hold them off. So that looks like a closer game than what I thought. No, 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 no. Vince Merrill going to Louisville. I was glad AFIO. I think I've said that. If you watched my video on that, I was glad he went to Louisville. It was time. It was just over. That it was just what he did work for a while, but it just wasn't working. Uh, you know, and I get it. Hey, I get it why he left, but yeah, I'm glad he left. I didn't like his some of the players he brought in. We had some toxic guys in the locker room, and I didn't like it at all. And I didn't like the way we acted. And like I said, I think I said it before. I didn't like it when Lynn Bowden, gets in a fight before a bowl game, walks over and hits a guy. I mean, come on, what do we? I mean, come on, don't play like you're thugs. I don't use that word loosely, but yeah, he went over there and punched the guy. I mean, come on, man. We won the game, but when you're winning, you can do stupid shit like that. But when you're losing, you can't do it. Trey, he tried to leave every year. Yeah, he got paid so much money. I don't know if our tight ends should be good this year. AFL, does Merrill to Louisville specifically, you feel that type of way? To Louisville? No, I don't care where he went. I don't care that he went to Louisville. He's not doing, man, people, he's not recruiting. So he's more of their GM. He's doing what our GM is doing. Yeah, so he's not recruiting for Louisville. So I don't care where he went. No, I don't care that he went to Louisville. I mean, I did it first, and then I'm like, well, why do I care? Jeff Rom is good, no matter who he has recruiting. You got to give Jeff Rom his props, and they're gonna play Georgia. So, wow, Georgia's going to play them for 3 years, Randy said from that F and Dogs podcast. So, Louisville's willing to play Georgia. I mean, that's probably a loss for them every year. You step up and do that. Their coach showed me something. But yeah, no, Vince Merrill, no, I was done with him. Uh, you know, Stupid of him to leave, but it's not me. So, but no, we have 11 people. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. We have 10 people. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to stay a little bit longer, guys. If you guys want to talk, we'll just stay on the 10 people that are in here. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we will talk. And like I said, we'll do it live on Thursday, and then the game is going to be right here. So I'll put out a little short preview video talking about the game being on, and then I'll put on a longer video Monday. You guys will see. You guys already know we're going to show the game. So I'm sure we'll have some other channels come in and check us out. So yeah. Uh, but no, who's our Henry Boyer? That's the guy to watch out for. When you guys see this tight end Henry Boyer, which if you guys haven't seen him, he's huge. We're gonna run a lot of two tight end sets. It'd be interesting to see who the second tight end, Caddis or not Rodriguez. Yes, Rodriguez or Elijah Brown. AFO for our rival Brom or Kelsey, a better coach. Brom's a better coach than Kelsey as of right now. I think, Dad, with the 9 games starting next year, who do you think our permanent teams are? We talked about that, Dad. Matt Jones is reporting Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi State. So they took each team and they gave everybody one hard team, one middle of the road team, one weak team. Of course, we were in the weaker bracket. So yeah, we're going to get Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi State. I'll take that. I'll take that right there. Because yeah. I mean, I'll take Van Dior, but Mississippi State, yeah, I'll take that. So that's maybe 2 wins. It's a chance for 2 wins every year. So yeah, Dad, that's it. That's not bad. No, no, there was some worse than that. So we'll play the other 12 teams. We'll play 6 one year, and then the other 6 the next year. Tennessee every other year. Missouri every other year. So every other year, we're going to play everybody every 2 years. So it'll be good. Mitchell Addington. Mitchell, it's nice to meet you. I don't think you've been in here before, brother. Or we probably said this about what's your record prediction. Mitchell, I think we're going to be 6-6, 7-5 is doable. I don't know. It depends. You know what? If Auburn's team quits on them and Florida's DJ Lagway is hurt, now we can maybe get a few. But I'm 6-6, 7-5, and that'd be fine. Let's coming off the schedule we play. Playing Georgia and Texas back to back, and Tennessee. That's a heck of a run of teams. But yeah, Mitchell, I appreciate you asking that. If you're in here, guys, and you have subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm close to 500 people. Chatsworth, are all three teams finalized? No, it is not final yet, but it's been leaked. So like it was leaked on the SEC network, so it's not final, but it kind of is going to be final, I think. Trey Vincent, the Louisville is a good fit. Yep. Yeah, I mean, let him go to Louisville, and he's their GM, so that's a good fit for Louisville. Dad, do you think we keep U of L? Yes, we talked about. Okay, I was wrong about that. Matt Jones is reporting. So, in order for us to keep U of L, this is hard to say. So, we're going to play 9. We're going to play 5 SEC home games one year and 4 the next. Well, when we play 4, we have to have Louisville play here. So Louisville's willing to flip with us so that we keep. There'll be no more 8 home games. It will be 7 every year because you got 9 SEC games and then 3 other games. And so one year out of the 9 SEC games, it'll be 5 home games. The next year, it'll only be 4. That's when Louisville's going to come. So the SEC said you got to keep one rival top tier team. So Georgia's going to keep Georgia Tech. Florida State's going to keep Florida. Clemson's going to keep saying we're going to keep Louisville. That was the SEC worked that deal. So Louisville had to agree to it. So we will play Louisville. So good. After I got off the chat the other night, it broke that we were going to keep the Louisville game. I was like, well, I sat there and said we were not, but yes, we will. True Blue, Kentucky. Everyone uncertain on the 9-3. Yeah, 9-3 would look, dude. That's a stretch. If we could do it, that's fine. But I don't know. Let's see our offense. Let's see. Right now, nothing's off the table. Hey, ASP, how you doing? Well, if you love me, please hit that subscribe button and come here and watch the game because we're going to do 11 of the 12 games. The only game we will not do is the South Carolina game. So next Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, pregame show before the game right here. We're going to get in the chat and we're going to talk about the game. Then we're going to watch the game and have a chat going. I can't show the game, but we can chat during the game and I can talk about it, which is what I'll be doing. And then we'll have our own post game show. So we'll do our own thing right here. So yes, please. Thank you, ASP. I appreciate that. AFL, I love the setup. Keep rivalries intact. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Louisville's a tough game though. Jeff Brom, when they had all those other coaches, I didn't mind. But once they got him, I was like, oh man. Because there's a lot of Purdue fans here. He won at Purdue. And if you can win at Purdue, that shows me you're a good coach. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy game. So, but in the power rankings this year, we are 34, they are 41. So at least we're ahead of them and close to them. So uh, we got to get them. I mean, I'm doing a video this week. I got Vanderbilt coming up tomorrow. Then on later in the week, I got Miller Moss, Louisville's transfer quarterback from USC. We watched film on Miller Moss. He's a good quarterback, but he throws picks. And then we break down Louisville on Thursday. So I think Tuesday, Thursday. And I got a Fred Ferrier highlight video sandwiched in there. So that's the schedule for this week. So I'll be putting stuff out every week and I do shorts every couple times a week. I just did a basketball short. Did pretty good of Atega Owe dunking on Louisville, a monster dunk. So yeah, basketball's going to start. We'll do basketball, but this is primarily a football channel. So football will always come first, but we will do basketball. So, but thank you guys. Yes, we got 11 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Um, Yes, like I said, can't wait for the first game. We need to get that game out of the way. It's going to be a long week for me. Let's get it going. Let's see what Western's doing. Western, Western's up 41-24. So now Western's pulled away. 9 minutes left. Western is pulling away from Sam Houston, as I thought they would, and they will cover that. I think it was 10.5. They'll cover that spread. So hopefully Western will win that game. And yes, so, and other than that, yeah, Kansas beat the crap out of Fresno State. Okay, we don't care about that. UNLV beat Idaho. Incarnate Word lost. Iowa State upset Kansas State. Dad, the LSU Clemson game will be fun to watch. Yeah, because if LSU loses that game, Brian Kelly, man, he's overrated. LSU is going to get real restless. If Texas loses to Ohio State, there's a lot of first. Auburn plays. Man, who's Auburn play? They're so scared to lose that game. Auburn plays Baylor. Baylor. Yeah, and everybody's well, making excuses already, man. If I hear one more damn excuse for Hugh Freeze, there's nobody in here from the SEC network. So many excuses. Paul Feinbaum kisses Hugh Freeze's ass. I mean, he loves him. And he gets so mad if you talk about it. Look, man, it ain't my fault he's losing. So shut up, man. 7 people left. Chat or it's Baylor. Yes. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. Uh, so we got 10 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome if you're here. We're going to go a few more minutes. I got 20 more minutes in me. We've been going an hour and 10 minutes. Dad, not an Ohio State fan, but I hope Texas loses. Yeah, Texas. If they lose, man, people would. Oh, dude, that's a suicide watch for them. Arch Manning's already got the. They already handed him the Heisman. So yeah, we'll see Texas. We're sandwiched in between a couple of. I hope they overlook us. We didn't play bad against them last year in the first half. So, AFO Freeze is trying to get off that hot seat. He ain't going to get off of it because he's not a good coach. I mean, look, he's just not. People dog out Mark Stoops. Look, man, that guy's not that. He wasn't any good at Ole Miss. So yeah, sick of the Mannings. Dad says, yeah. I mean, look, I've seen enough of the Mannings. I mean, I like Peyton Manning and Manning, the older Manning and Manning, but come on, man. Uh, yeah, you can't just say they're going to be good because his name is Manning. If he's so damn good, why wasn't he starting last year? That's what Steve Spurrier said, and I agree. Even though I'm not a Steve Spurrier fan, if he's so good, he would have started last year. Yes, we got 10 people in here, so yeah, guys, it's going to be interesting the first weekend to see who loses and who doesn't, and who thought was good, and all of a sudden they're not good. I forgot who Oklahoma plays, but yeah, we're going to see real quick. Like I said, we need to win that. We're in a tough game. This is not an easy game. It's the spread for Toledo is down to 7.5, and I didn't think I would see it go that low from 12.5 when it started about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, all the money is on Toledo. That doesn't mean anything. It just means we need to play well and win that game. Uh, they cannot stop the run. But if you're just joining us, their offensive. I listened to a podcast. Their O line coach said that they want to run the ball with Chip Trainum and another guy. That they're going to focus more on running the ball, which out of the shotgun they run the air raid. It's hard to run a draw, but it can be done because we did it with Derek Homer and Anthony. I can't remember his name. Other guy, Anthony White. So yeah, we did it, but we had two really good backs. So yes, but they run the air raid. So we've seen it. We've seen it, and I'm sure Brad White said they already started on Toledo. So good. They got a couple extra days to look at Toledo, and look, the air raid is what it is. Dad, you just heard of the players from Eastern Michigan? No, I haven't heard of him. I've not heard of players from Eastern Michigan. No, haven't heard of them. Don't know who that is, Dad. Um, we play Eastern Michigan. What the third game? The third game, yes. I think we play them. Yes, the third game. So, in fact, that's one of the only few. We don't have very many night games, guys. We play mostly day games, 3 o'clock. But Eastern Michigan's a 7 o'clock game. But I was looking at the times on our games, by the way. Uh, Now the times came out for all the games because it just came out. What's the times on our games? We play 2:30 Ole Miss, 6:30 Eastern Michigan, South Carolina 3 o'clock, Georgia 11 a.m., Texas 3 p.m., Tennessee 3 p.m., Auburn 4 p.m., Florida 3 p.m., Tennessee Tech 12:30, Vandy 3 o'clock, and the only game that doesn't have a time on it's Louisville. So we don't play a lot of night games, and I think these are probably Central times that I'm giving. Yes, those are Central times I'm giving you, but we don't play any night games. So play a lot of 3 o'clock games. We play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our games are like 2:30, 3:30. That's that's weird. We don't play at night. So I don't know if that benefits us or not. I don't know what you guys think. Running back's supposed to be good, Dad. Week 3. Oh, that running back for Eastern Michigan. That's okay. Look, if we can't stop Eastern Michigan, yeah, I mean, uh, one guy should not be beating us. If that's all they can do, stack the line and stop him. We are going to have a really good defensive line, guys. I really feel good about, we have 8 really good defensive linemen. We have a rotation of 8 people, and that's what's being said is we are healthy. We have a rotation in the offensive line. We're looking for that ninth and 10th guy, but on the defensive line, we have 8 really good ones, and then of course you got Cam Olds and Sam Green on the defensive ends. And so, yeah, our defense should be stellar. Linebackers, Rayner, moving Afari up. Look, we're going to find out the first week if we can cover the air raid. It is difficult if you don't play against it. So we will not see another air raid offense. So, uh, yes. So their coach, yeah, like Toledo's coach is the best coach in the MAC. Candle is his last name. So they're a good team, and they got a wide receiver who could play in the SEC, who's a burner. Little dude number 2 named Vandross. We got to cover him because he will get open on you, and if you get him out in space, he breaks tackles and he can run about a 4.4. So we need to do our work on defense. Josiah Hayes is back. Yep. Josiah Hayes is back. Yeah. I mean, I really like our defense, guys. I mean, we're solid. Uh, yeah. The corners, Lovett and look, Lovett and Waller. Whoever's covering number 2 will be. Somebody asked me who's going to start at corner. Whoever covers number 2 next Saturday, that's the best cornerback because you're going to put your best guy on him. So it will either be Lovett or Waller. And that dude, like I said, he's 5'10", but he can run a 4.4. So he's like kind of like Kendrick Law, except he's a better route runner than Kendrick Law. So, Dad, yes, Josiah Hayes, yes, I'm glad he's healthy too. Uh, and we need him on a defensive line. I don't know if he's starting. He may be starting. Either him or Saunders are starting with Grace and Gusta. So yeah, he may be a starter. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, our kicker evidently has a heck of a leg, our field goal kicker. But look, it's practice. You got to do it in a game under pressure. So I don't care how strong your leg is, just make the field goal. Okay. Uh, but yeah, so evidently our kicking game is good. So yes. All right, we are down to 5 people, so I'm going to stay on a few more minutes, guys. Whoever the 5 people in here, I appreciate you staying. I'm Tom. Obviously, you know that by now. Kentucky Football Nation. We're going to go about 10 or 15 more minutes. Whatever you want to talk about. Whoever's left in here, what's on your mind? We were sitting here talking music. Somebody saw the record collection. I hid the shotguns. Okay, I said, you know what? I better take the shotgun in the corner and move that. I don't think people need to see that, but uh, yes. So, but yes, I like music. Yes, and yes, I'm running out of things to talk about here. Well, before we go, let's check that Western score. Look, Western was pulling away. I think they're going to win. Western's going to win that game. And yes, it's 41-24. I don't know why they kicked a field goal. Sam used to stay, but they did. Dad, what's brand of your shotgun? You know what? Hey, I'm a Mossberg. I don't spend a lot of money. Just give me a Mossberg. I have just a very basic Mossberg pump shotgun. That's all you need. I don't have a really expensive shotgun. Just not the 500 or anything like that. I think the 500 is the expensive one. No, I just have a basic, no optics. I'm not an optics guy. Go dogs. Hey, Mike Madden is here. UK pathetic. All right. Well, I mean, don't come in here and say that, dude. You made me block you the first damn time you come in here, Mike. I mean, dude, Randy from that F and Dogs podcast comes in here, and uh, we should have beat you last year. I mean, we were pathetic, but we almost beat your ass. We should have at least went ahead there at the end, but our coach had a freaking brain fart and punted the ball. But no, Mike, Georgia's a good team. We like George Chatsworth. I thought the Iowa State versus Kansas State game would be very boring. Well, it was played in the mud. I just saw it pouring down rain, so in Ireland, so I didn't like that. But yes, Mike, we know Georgia's a very good team. Yes, Kirby Smart is a very good coach. Dad, Remington. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that was dumb. I gotta get. I can't block you for saying that, Mike. I said worse than that. Remington 870. Yeah, you know what I thought about a more expensive shotgun, but you know what, Dad, I'm just a Mossberg will work the same. The person you're shooting at is not going to know what you got. You know, like I don't buy expensive handguns. Just give me a reliable handgun. I'm a revolver guy. I like revolvers. So yes, I've been known to carry a revolver. Even that's old school. But yes, Mike Madden, that was fourth and about as dumb as you can get. Why would you punt the ball away with 4 minutes left? I don't know because we beat Ole Miss. So look, we're going to have a good team, Mike. Though we're going to have a much better team than last year. So maybe we can play a little better. But you guys haven't lost a home game in Athens since 2019, not an SEC game. So you haven't lost since 2019. So uh, and we're going to be in your pod, Mike. So yeah, I forgot who your teams are, but we're one of the teams in your three pod because we're going to get Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi State in our three-team pod. If you're just joining us, and there's 5 people left in here. Dad, is it just me and you? We'll just talk shotguns, Dad. Yeah. I just carry basic. I like Taurus handguns. People don't like Taurus. I got a Taurus 9 millimeter, but no. When you're old, you can't run and you can't fight. People who watch this back are going to think we're crazy. He's talking about guns. Nobody wants to carry a weapon, but when you're old, you cannot run away and you cannot fight. So you have limited options on what you can do in life. So yes, not trying to preach or hey, if somebody doesn't want to carry a gun, I get it. And if somebody wants to, hey, then do that. Yeah. But all right. No, same here. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, don't if you don't want to carry one, that's fine. But don't tell me I can't. What the hell? If you want to chance it. I know what human beings are like. Yeah. So a lot of people say I don't like guns, and I say I don't like getting murdered. Like has when you attach a feeling to something, especially something evil, you're going to lose. Okay, like doesn't have anything to do with it in life. Uh, that's just my quick philosophy on life. Feelings don't matter. All right, we got 7 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, hey, please hit that subscribe button. If you shout your team out, we had Mike Madden in here. I'm gonna give you a break, Mike. We're not pathetic now. Come on, we were last year. We quit, but we're gonna move up out of pathetic. We're gonna try to go up to average. Chatsworth, good show. Got to go. Hey, see you, Chatsworth. Thursday will be our last live before Saturday's game. Dad, my boys got me into shooting. That's my current hobby. Oh, well, that's a heck of a hobby. It's expensive. Chatsworth, thanks for coming by, brother. We'll do the game on Saturday, man. Like I said, we'll watch the game right here, 11 a.m., noon Eastern. We'll do our own pregame. But that's good. Your boys got you into shooting. Usually it's vice versa. But whatever you got to do, I didn't carry a gun till I tell you till about 15 years ago because it got bad here, and I was like, oh, might be time to get some training. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, look, we are down to 4 people, so you know what? I don't want to bore you. We've been doing if you watch this back, sorry, we got on music, we got on guns, we just started going off on whatever we wanted to go off on. Um, but we will do a live on Thursday night. Videos this week. Finish up Vanderbilt, then we'll do Louisville, and I'm out. See you, Dad. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call this. Look, next Thursday. We'll turn your notifications on. Thursday, we will have a live chat, and then Saturday, we'll do the game. All right, guys, look, be safe this weekend. I got a fantasy football draft tomorrow, or I would stay on. I would have been on tomorrow night. Don't like doing Saturday nights because people are out, but just wanted to get one in. So turn on your notifications. If something goes down, I will jump on if it's big news. All right, guys, have a safe weekend. We'll talk. We'll do it live on Thursday night. I will see you then. Go Cats.